And then have like it overlay with them shooting bullets at it.
There we go. It's a
You just
special.
need my energy.
It's a special edition, earlier than normal, late night army special presentation for charity. Can you believe it? It's an F-Zero game in 2023. F-Zero 99.
I don't believe it.
Believe it. It's happening. And we're just going to jump right into it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you folks. I got a few extra miles on the tires since the last F-Zero game came out. And I have not won yet. But if I win here tonight, I will donate $5,000 to AbleGamers.
Oh, wow.
Big money.
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Yes, it has.
And I am not tanking here. I'm going to try my absolute hardest.
Hell yes.
I will say that I did not eat any of my edibles yet, so I'm not performance enhancing.
Okay,
That's a good start. Yeah, not yet. No.
Not yet. Mute City 1, here we go. If you vote for Sand Ocean, you're part of the problem. What, are you serious? Sand Ocean? In this economy? Thank you, Squires. Let's go! Hopefully the audio sounds good.
Awesome. What the hell, man? You gotta say, here we go. Oh.
Here we go! But I can't say here we go with Sand Ocean.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate Sand Ocean.
It doesn't deserve it.
Hey, I got the start right. Screw you, Mario Kart. Trying to ruin me.
I was wondering.
This beginning of Sand Ocean is as much of a shit show as the actual track. But
I was going to say, like, woo, this is like peak clusterfuck right here, but you are handling it with skill and dexterity.
somewhat, for now.
So,
This is by far my least favorite track in the entire game.
describe your general strategy for playing F-Zero 99, or does it kind of change depending on the course, depending on the situation?
No, it's pretty standard. I guess some tracks might have a different strategy, but... Oh, I'm dead. That's a strategy. When you hate a level, just die. Appreciate it, TJ. But yeah, oh wow, 99? That's quite the opposite of what we're looking for here.
Right. You have 98 places to go to do the math.
We can just sit here on the menu screen for a second. This is the Army of Techno National Anthem, by the way. This song. Specifically when the Grand Prix special event is showing.
Okay.
I love it. It just slaps so goddamn hard. Look, Squires, first race of the day. I'm coming off playing an inferior racing game earlier today called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so...
There's no shade.
Everything's backwards in my brain right now. And then, yeah, I'm tired. I've been working real hard this week.
Yeah, he's normally trying.
Normally Friday night, this is like, you guys don't hear from me on Friday. I disappear. I just kind of meld into the couch, and then you'll hear from me on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so really, David, to answer your question here, I try to get the first boost on the start, right? So you hit the accelerator right as the one starts, or right as that third dot hits, or So that's the first thing. Okay. Second thing is I have to manage my boost. I am someone who likes to go fast, and I like to take risks. but when I see that I have only one more boost left, I don't do it. So that's one of my rules. And then on each track, I think to answer that question about is it more specific on track to track, yes. On certain tracks, there are certain places where I will trigger the Skyway, right? So for people who don't know, in this game, you collect these little pellets on the ground that are called super sparks. Once you fill up your yellow meter, you can go up on that blue highway. It's called the Skyway. So for each track, David, there's a specific place that I believe is the best place to trigger the Skyway. So there are times... Here's what sucks. When you fill up your yellow meter, you can't boost.
Ooh.
Hitting that button sends you to the Skyway. So it's this game of like sometimes not going after yellow sparks because you want to get them at a different time in the lab, right?
Okay.
So I'd say that that's part of the meta. And then the third component that I'm really struggling with, to be honest, is you have to get KOs. You have to. 3 KOs is how you get the largest meter possible. So the largest meter means you have more boost than people who have no KOs, or who have 2 KOs, or who have 1. So the easiest target in this game are these drones. You know, like you see them, they're red. You can't kill the red ones, you can kill the gray ones. Also, if you see someone who's just running out of energy, you can kill them. And that refills your boost meter. So the game really does reward aggression, but being aggressive also penalizes you, right? Because you use too much boost, you miss that kill, then you're dead. So I'm always on the razor's edge, which is why I died at 99. But here we are. 99 places to go in the race, 99 places to go. 99 problems, and F-Zero 99 is not one. No. But yeah, here we go. This is, here we go.
Here we go.
I really think that's why your throat's hurting. Also, this weather sucks. This weather sucks.
It's bad.
Oof. I know it's been bad out here, so I'm sure it's hitting you guys too.
Yeah.
It's just like, we live further from the lake than you do, I think, Denny. Like, you're probably pretty close to, what's that? That's Lake Michigan, right?
Yeah.
So you guys get hit with lake effect snow, probably. We are like 50 miles away from the lake, so it doesn't hit us as often. So we've been getting rain this week, and it's like warm today. I'm sure it was warm over by you too. Okay,
we got rain pretty much all day today.
Yeah, same here.
But the other day was a whole lot. The wind chill was
Deep City One.
Deep City, nice.
Yeah, this is a fine track. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's basic. Let's be honest. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's like kind of the F-Zero track, I would say.
There's nothing wrong with it. I love the song. I like the background. I really like how they updated the backgrounds in this game. I think they shipped that classic mode to show people just how different F-Zero 99 is from the original game. The draw
really
distance is way better.
It is. Like, you can tell, like, I guess at first blush, you're like, oh, this looks like a Super Nintendo game. And the aesthetic is there, but it's expanded on in so many ways. Like, it definitely goes below the surface.
And there's, like, 3D models.
Yeah.
These cars are not sprites. Maybe they are, but they seem to be 3D. And we're looking pretty good here right now.
Yeah.
Which means I will screw this up. Somehow.
You still have faith.
I appreciate it. See, I'm in a dangerous place right now. My boost situation is not good, so I know that, so I'm not gonna boost.
So what are you looking for right now? Just kind of staying the course until you get an opportunity?
I'm in a really tough spot because I'm in 7th, and that means there's not many super sparks to get in front of me.
Oh, yeah,
so that's a problem. I don't know.
Makes sense.
I don't know how I'm going to resolve this. But I know that I need to avoid the hell out of these things.
Yeah.
But at some point, I either need someone to screw up in front of me, or I need to kill someone to get more boost. Because I am not... This is a race... Oh, this fucking... This is a race that I have not had the Skyway once. And now I might die. And now I die.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I didn't get any rivals. I've been an A-class racer for like a month now. And I'm just grinding. But this is... You want to see how it feels to be me in F-Zero 99? That right there. Did you just see that race? I was in what, 7th place or better for the entire race?
Yeah.
And now look at what I'm walking away with. 84.
Yeah. Jeez.
This game. But I'm going right back in. This is the definition of one more game the game.
Let's see.
And I just want to give the devs a shout out. They have broken me of my Rocket League addiction. I've not played Rocket League since this game came out.
Well, you've said multiple times, like, you played a lot of Rocket League, kind of practice for F-Zero, you know?
Oh, Port Town 1 is awesome. I love that track. They're both good, though. I just switched to Meat City. Oh, well. That's fine. We'll get it, Port Town again. And the rotation in the F-Zero 99 playlist is different than the track rotations in the other playlists, but I specifically said I want to win F-Zero 99.
Yeah.
So I will be streaming this night. As opposed to Classic Mode, which is the new mode, but it's also ridiculously hard, because, spoiler alert, the original F-Zero was hard as shit.
Yeah.
Like, everyone loves these hard video games until we talk about racing. Then they're like, it's too hard. I'm like, no. If we're gonna have eye-stabbing monsters who are one-shot killing me in every Souls-like for 50 years, we have to tolerate how difficult this game is.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Like, I've always said that F-Zero is kind of... I'm gonna say it. It's a meme, but I'm gonna say it. Kind of a Dark Souls of racing game.
You said the thing.
Someone ring the bell. I said it.
Or is Dark Souls the
F-Zero
of its genre?
There you go.
Oh my god.
We just did it. Take off and nuke the entire site for more than
We just said it. Sure. We said it. It's in the internet now forever.
I mean, F-Zero came first by a good 17 years, right?
You got some points there.
Facts are facts, man. What can I do? I'm just here dropping knowledge.
Oh god! Oh my god, that was close.
Oh shit.
This is not looking good for your boy right now.
No.
Things have taken a bad turn.
You see, this is.
It's what happens when you say stupid Souls.
Make those statements, you know.
Yeah.
The video game gods were like, "How dare you?" Besmirch Elden Ring.
Is a nightmare.
And now I did that thing I said I'd try not to do, which is I hit Yep, there you go. There we go.
There we go.
Oh man, no rivals beat. This is brutal. I'm playing well. Like you saw, like I was in the top 10 for most of that race.
Yeah, and you got the Skyway, and yeah.
Second race, I'm at 10th overall. Or sorry, second lap, I'm at 10th.
Yeah.
I love this. The stats in this game are outstanding. Like, the post-race stats, but also, you want to see a factory of sadness? I'll show it to you. Where we go? Workshop. Let's go check out your boys' records.
Yeah, let's see here.
I played for, it says 19 hours. I think that's race time.
Yeah, I was going to say you're at 50 hours on the Switch, but that's an approximation too.
I voted for the winning track 74% of the time. I've played 599 races. All as the Fire Stingray. I have 0 wins. My highest rank? 2. Do you know how heartbreaking?
You were right there. You were right there.
You know how heartbreaking it is to place second in this game?
It's got to be pretty damn heartbreaking.
Yeah. I also wanted to show people this. Like,
tragic.
I love that they figured out in-game cosmetics. It's just like there's in-game cosmetics for this game. Like you can this is your pilot card. I take a lot of pride in my pilot card. And then there's like borders and backdrops. I love this one. This one's cool, right? But I love that one too. I was like, I thought about switching to it, but I still wrong. This is just reach level 8, so it's not that fancy or anything, but I just think it looks cool.
It does look cool.
And then the machines itself, like, look at all these skins you have. You have decals, and you get to choose your boost color, and it's all unlocked by, like, progression, right? And even though I haven't won, I'm a level 48, and I'm an A-class driver, right? So that's... The level is built... The level's built on just experience, and then the class is built on that rival mechanic, right? So each race, there are 4 people that I have to beat. And if I beat them, I progress in my leveling up a driver license. So even if you don't win, there's a game within the game that has a rule. Do not ever vote for Mute City 2. For the love of God, please. Yeah! What is wrong with people?
Man.
Well, you jinxed it.
No, it's just like, I'm begging these people, can you please throw me a frickin' bone and not vote for this? They see Mute City, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's what it is.
Oh, we gotta change. We gotta change this to F099 is the game.
Oh, I don't update it. Maybe Twitch didn't read it.
Okay,
I can fix it.
I was looking the wrong way and I didn't get the boost. Oh, no. But this is also a trash-ass track, so I might not even survive it.
I think to your point, though, like, this game, I really appreciate games, including this one, that do a really good job of layering short and long-term goals, so that even if you lose the race, you are making progress in another way.
Yep. That's hugely important for a multiplayer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
An online multiplayer game. They're like, Mute City was too nice, so we put a donut here.
Yeah.
It's clearly the mayor of Green, Ohio that built this track, David.
Oh, now I hate it even more.
That's a town just north of us, and it has
probably
the highest amount of roundabouts per capita in the history of the world. Oh, I got a KO there. Got a KO there. That's a good thing. See, my meter is bigger now.
So is the Skyway pretty much always better terrain-wise than what you would be racing on the ground?
Yes, and you're going faster up there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And there's boosts laid all over the place, so yeah. You're going faster up there, and it's all the time, it's a faster point A to point B scenario. Right,
because I was looking at that fucking green roundabout, and I saw that, like, oh yeah, if you were on the Skyway there, you could just go right across the shortest distance between 2 points, right?
Correct. And now I'm in a situation where if I use any boost, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
So, in the interest of not dying for the, third time on stream already, try to just... Now,
these races go fast, though, man.
That's what I'm talking about, David. It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's the definition of one more game-itis. Because I play this late at night, right? That's when I have free time.
Yeah.
And it'll be like 2 in the morning. And then I look up, and it's 3:30. And it's been an hour of me going, okay, just one more race. Right?
Yep.
And they just added this, by the way. This is called Lucky Ranks. So every day, if you complete 5 races, you unlock this thing, and then, yeah, so I have 2 matches. So I get a bounty chip. So there's even more progression that's been added in an update that literally shipped this week. So
Nice.
this didn't. None of this existed. So now it's like another. I think it's kind of a weekly reset on that, and also the leaderboard itself has a weekly reset. What you'll notice here is none of my friends play F-Zero. It's just me. It's the loneliest leaderboard.
I need to keep playing it because I played for a while and got my ass kicked, and I was like, man, I'm trash at this game, and I haven't had a chance to go back to it yet.
I will say this though, David. If you are trash at this game, you can practice.
Yes.
And you can. Practice is just you alone on the track, and then you then race your ghost's best time.
Well, that's cool.
Your best time becomes a ghost on your track. So that's, I think, a great addition. If you're new to this franchise, it does feel like being thrown into the fire if you just play F-Zero 99. But if you play enough, you unlock those tracks in practice mode and you can get better. So I have been labbing in practice mode because I'm a little rusty. This is not my F-Zero game of choice, right? My F-Zero game of choice is F-Zero X for the N64.
Right.
This is a game that incorporates some of the, I would say, the best mechanics in F-Zero X and brings it here. The concept of KO, that didn't exist in the SNES. It's in F-Zero X. The concept of rivals, introduced in F-Zero X. The idea that boost would take away health, introduced in F-Zero X. So this game is very, very much like F-Zero X, but they chose F-Zero as the track.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some tracks in this that are just not my jam. Like I've never been good at Deathwind 2. I've never been good at Red Canyon 2. Those were always tracks I struggled with. So now that I have them in practice mode, I am trying to get better at them and just improve my time, my single player time. Now, obviously, it's not. I don't think that the practice mode is necessarily good practice for getting better at 99. I think it's better at it's for getting better at just racing the game.
Right.
I might die. I boosted too much. I boosted far too much. This is my problem. I like to go fast.
Yep. Gotta go fast.
This game punishes me. Oh, here we are. Welcome to Lucky Bumper. This is the walk of shame of F-Zero. When you're the Lucky Bumper, it means the game wants to troll you even more than it already did when you lost. I've messed up pretty good. It is a nice little mini game that you can play. I do like that you can see your rivals in the race, right? They have that like red flame above them.
Yeah. I think the 90, like that kind of reminds me of Tetris 99, how you could literally draw a line from you to your target, you know? And in this game, there's that, you have that visual of like, okay, there's my rival.
I somehow got Spin Champion. Oh, that's probably because of the bumper. Yeah. Whatever.
Spin Champion sounds pretty clean.
It doesn't sound bad, right? That's the other thing. Like the post game race results. If you're the highest ranking, like if you placed higher than any other A class driver, it tells you. If you're in the top 3, it tells you. It tells you where you placed for your vehicle, right? Because I've been pretty open about this. Like I think the Fire Stingray is maybe the worst vehicle for this game, and I refuse not to race it because.
So what is your connection to that vehicle?
It's been my main since the SNES days.
Gotcha.
I always drove it, and then I drove it in F-Zero X, even though it's not the best vehicle in F-Zero X. It's not. It's up there, but it's not. And it's definitely not the best Zero in F-Zero GX. Or sorry, the best vehicle in F-Zero GX. I'm accidentally upset. I'm blaming Redcar for that. But yeah. Yeah, and I like Samurai Goro. I think he's a funny character. I think he looks cool. If I were to ever cosplay anything, it would be Samurai Goro. He's just my favorite character. I like the idea of like a 26th century samurai pirate. Like,
yeah,
everything about that just sounds like my vibe. And he's brash. He talks mad shit. He hates Captain Falcon. And that's been, David, we talked about this over the years. I have a complex relationship with Captain Falcon because he's become the Ronald McDonald of F-Zero, right? The patron saint of F-Zero. They use him in all the memes. He's everywhere. He's in Smash, right?
Yep.
Falcon Punch, all that shit. But I've always hated him. He's my rival. Him and Samurai Goro hate each other. So I've never been a fan of Falcon.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So that's why I've always had the pick.
And it sounds like, that's a solid goal for the next charity event, is to get Austin in cosplay.
Yeah, right?
Make that a goal.
I love it.
Samurai Goro cosplay. I would do it. I have no problem doing that. I'm not much of a cosplayer, at all, but I would do that. I also think my body type kind of fits his. He has a bit of a gut. I also have a bit of a gut. I'm probably taller than he is. We both wear glasses. There's a lot.
It's coming together.
You can kind of see it, though. But yeah, I love it. And also, like, in a game that kind of had some boring-ass colors, his ride was fucking hot pink. And I was just like, hell yeah. That was my shit. Holy crap, that's a lot of fucking red. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad.
No, not bad.
Not bad at all. And I beat all 4 of my rivals. Fuck yeah. That's the shit. That's that meta, right? Like,
yeah.
You see, I'm more excited about beating my rivals than I am placing 10th, because, God, if you're not first, you're last, right?
Right.
So if you look on the top left here, right, I was the 4th best Fire Stingray out of 29.
Damn.
But I was second A pilot out of 13. So I do get like a little reward for that.
Yeah.
So I will say, even though I have not beaten an F-Zero 99 race, I have been the first place in A class.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this! I got a new badge. 20
nice.
top 10 finishes. So that's like another part of this, right? Like, I didn't know that was even a thing.
Yeah.
But now it's cool. Like, I have another thing I could put on my badge. I won't, because I like my pilot card as it is.
But you earned it. You have something that you earned.
Exactly. And it's just more progression that, like, Miyamoto asked, what could we do that's new in F-Zero? And I feel like the F-Zero devs were like, here, motherfucker, all of this. All of this in your face, Miyamoto. He's a supervisor on this game, by the way. Like, he's credited in this game. So, at some point, they did show it to him, and he nodded approvingly at it.
And then went back to his garden.
No, and then he went back to Illumination, and he said, hey, I want you to put a Blue Falcon poster in Mario's bedroom. Like, what? Look. And it's got to be in both bedrooms at the beginning of the film and at the end. Because those are 2 different bedrooms, right, David?
Yes.
One of them, Brooklyn. And man, do I just want to know more about Mario's life in Brooklyn.
I do too. I have ever since the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, if I'm being honest.
Yes. Yes.
Bringing it back.
Yes, man. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, the plot of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show is the exact same as the Mario movie.
Like, I like those live action scenes more than the animation, because I was like, that was the first time I think I'd seen a video character come to life.
Video game, like a live action video game. And Captain Lou was just awesome.
He was great.
Like, and like a champion of children's programming and education. And yeah, those guys were also very staunchly anti-drug individuals.
Yes.
I just got a notification from Netflix telling me that Super Mario Bros. Movie is coming on December 3rd, this Sunday.
Oh.
I love that movie. I've seen it so many times this year. Like,
I bet.
A ridiculous amount of time. And I rented out a movie theater to watch it.
I would have been there. I was fucking stat carry. Something to do with my thumb. I don't know.
Yeah, you had stabbed your thumb really bad.
Yeah. That's what it was.
I remember that. Yeah, David was invited. Amy was invited.
Yep.
If I ever do that again, yeah. I thought about doing it for Spider-Verse, and then it just...
That's right.
Things didn't line up right, and then I was like,
that's how Spider-Verse and IMAX, and it was a banger.
That movie is so good. I'm gonna say, Miles Morales is my favorite superhero. I just love him.
He's great.
Good choice.
I love him. He's great. I love him in movies. I love him in video games. That Miles Morales PlayStation game, awesome. That story is like outstanding.
Character development is bomb.
Yeah, he's just
definitely
cool.
Been killing it.
And that no spoilers, but the cliffhanger at the end of Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Wow. I was just like, yep.
Like, I want you guys to take all the time you need with this one. Just go ahead and take plenty of time to wrap this one up. Because you're close to nailing the quintessential perfect trilogy right here.
Yeah.
It's
agreed.
I think it's just an outstanding series of films, and it's like a celebration of animation, and it's just so damn creative.
A lot of love and talent and everything.
Oh my god, Duke Nukem's in this one! I'm racing Duke Nukem!
Oh, snap.
Holy shit! I love this screen, by the way. This screen, this pre-race screen, perfect. Like, that is what that's what a pre-game battle royale lobby should look like. Fortnite.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mute City 3?
Kick ass and go fast.
I fucking love this track. This track rules. And,
I was going to ask you earlier, like, okay, you don't like Mute City 2. What is your stance on Mute City 3? And I believe you just answered that.
Love it.
It's like they made a skip 2, but 3. We're back on track, literally.
Yeah. 3 is my favorite Mute City. In the SNES. I will say that Mute City 1 on in F-Zero X is an excellent map. I embedded a video from one of our F-Zero Twitter friends. He broke down, like, you know how like 1-1 in Mario explains the game's rules to you through gameplay?
Yeah.
F-Zero X does that with Mute City 1 on the first turn of the game. I just think that's cool. Like
that is cool.
There's like because it's a different kind of game compared to, it was drastically different than F-Zero for SNES when it came out. Ooh, I got a KO. That's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a very good thing. And I'm about to have a Skyway again. And I got Skyway ready to go. There's Duke Nukem ahead of me. Just a little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna slide out for now. Okay. I'm just definitely ready to go out.
Get him out there.
Yes. Thankfully it stopped raining long enough for me to do that too, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does he go if it's raining or no?
It depends on how hard it's raining. It's like that threshold. It's like, oh, it's alright. And then, it's really coming down. He's like, you know what? I think I liked it better inside. Let me just turn around.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm not dying. I'm gonna die. I didn't die!
Hey.
This is the problem, man. Like, I run it. You saw how that race went, right?
Yeah.
I was further ahead in earlier laps, and then I didn't have enough boost, to like get to that. Yeah, look, like 19, 13, 10, 16.
Yeah.
And I also like to look at like I like to scroll to see like, okay, how fast did I have to go to win?
Right.
I had to go minute 58, 40, and I was 4 seconds off. That's an eternity in this game.
Yeah.
But then also look, you know, I was the 3rd best A-class pilot in this race, 7th best Fire Stingray, and also 2nd in Super Spark collecting.
Yeah.
Now, I think Super Spark collecting is not necessarily a good thing. Because it means you're behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Hey, Greg.
Way.
But yeah, here we are. We are raising money for AbleGamers Charity. Is that Greg? Hey, Greg.
Yes, how we do? Hey guys, sorry, I had to get her and take a shower.
I wish I had dinner.
Yeah, you need some dinner. You can get some dinner after you race for a while.
Sounds like you need some. Can you still have nugs? Nugs from the...
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, holy shit, I'm racing Jesus.
Oh, the second coming. Look at you.
Okay, if you choose Mute City 2 over Red Canyon 1, you don't deserve this game.
Oh, man.
Thank you. Good God. Here we go.
Here we go.
It would have been wild if Jesus was my rival, right?
Yeah.
I had Billy Mays as a rival one time, and I beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, man.
Oh, Billy Mays here from F-099.
And I was like, I ShamWowed the fuck out of him.
Make Billy Mays go away.
Make Billy Mays go away.
Right now, he's trying to make Jesus go away.
Yeah.
I
hope I trade some
making
paint.
assumptions.
I hope Jesus and I trade paint. That'd be great. I will say that the names in F-099 are pretty hilarious. Like, people have chosen some really funny names. And coming out of the Rocket League hole that I was in,
Yeah.
it's just nice to not be just inundated with racism and misogyny.
Yes.
All the stuff that Rocket League is kind of known for, sadly. And I mean, you'll see that shit over at COD or Halo. It's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But this community specifically has like a sense of humor about things, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, no! Oh god. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
I feel like you need those really small, passionate games that aren't gigantic, and you get more of that attitude also. Your F-Zeros, your Ghostbusters, you know.
Sonic the Hedgehog has entered the chat.
Oh god.
Well, you know, David, we've talked about the relationship between Sonic Twitter and F-Zero Twitter.
Yeah.
There's this very interesting overlap between them, and it's because of Amusement Vision. And Amusement Vision made F-Zero GX. Oh, you got both of those?
Both the fast.
Well, also, like, it's not both went fast break. It's literally, they made F-Zero GX.
Was GX the arcade one or the GameCube?
The GameCube one. AX is the arcade one.
Oh yeah, see, I always get those two confused. I do know that's the last F-Zero.
They're very similar. Oh, I should have been going faster.
How goes the hunt, Asif?
I will never win this game, but I'm having a great time either way. Like, I'm happy to be playing this game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... This is what I do on Friday night anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not... It's a little earlier than I normally play.
I was telling David earlier that, like, yeah, you beat my ass, but I got to play more Resident Evil 4, so really, there's nothing wrong with that.
We all won.
Everyone won. Yeah, and I think it was just fun to watch both of you play it, because we got to see two different ways of playing, right? Like, I think it's cool, like, seeing games like that, or, like, watching different people play GTA anything, right?
Yeah.
You really get to see, like, oh, this is, like, their attitude coming out and how they play that game.
Yeah.
And I think Resident Evil 4 is one of those games.
That was really different for me. That's not normally how I play. I was thinking about it all week. I'm like, I mean, it is a race, so I guess I'm racing, right? But like,
yeah,
I am very, very thorough in like exploring and crafting and stuff. But I guess I was like, well, I'll just try to like race so people can see what the speedrun strats are for at least like I'm good through like chapter 3 or 4, and then I kind of fall apart.
And that's the thing. Like I was not equipped with the speedrun strats coming into that. I just did my best and hoped that my aim and my understanding would work out. And I mean, it worked out to the degree that besides that one stretch where I died by 2 chainsaws, I wasn't having any trouble.
No, you were playing well, and like
you're playing really well.
If it was me versus you, man, you're kicking my ass in that race. I'll tell you that much.
And the only reason I died to those chainsaws was because I tried to force the steam valve shut while both of them were in the room, and I knew it could be done.
You went but yeah. I had watched David in that room, and he distracted them before doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have the flash grenade when they were like 2 rooms away.
Yeah.
It was the Ganados that kept coming in after the second chainsaw person that was messing me up.
Yep.
And see, normally because I've beaten that game like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, I normally kill everything because I want the treasure and I have the ammo to burn. But in this, I was desperate for ammo. I've starved for ammo a lot of the time. But I got by.
Yeah.
Until I didn't.
I'm playing against someone named Broad Hippie. That's my rival.
Well, you've already raced Jesus and Duke Nukem.
I know, it's been an eventful F-Zero 99.
Now he needs to race Dick Kickham.
Dick Kickham.
But no, I heard F-Zero GX, and I mentioned it before, but one of the executive directors or executive producers on F-Zero GX was Toshihiro Nagoshi, who created the Yakuza series and worked with Sega for years. So that's like, there's a lot of connective tissue there.
Yeah, that's that overlap I was talking about between Sonic Twitter and F-Zero Twitter.
Right.
Is that we all love Sega a little. Just a little bit.
Oh, just a little.
I appreciate F-Zero GX for what it is, but it's not my favorite F-Zero game.
I feel the same way about Sonic, honestly. I've got to go on a tangent, but like I appreciate what Sonic does, but I've never ever gotten the appeal.
I mean, it's not much of a stretch because these teams that we're talking about also made a lot of the 3D Sonic games.
I mean, it's the kind of like the antithesis to F-Zero though, because like the best parts of Sonic are when you're not playing. You're watching him go fast, but in F-Zero, you are the one in control.
Yeah, like, that's where I think Monkey Ball comes in. Like, F-Zero really was. I think Monkey Ball was the audition for Amusement Vision to get F-Zero.
That makes sense. Man, I love Monkey Golf. I want a standalone Monkey Golf game.
I like Monkey Target.
Monkey Target is good too.
I know a lot of the experts on the.
I love Monkey Bowling.
Yeah, damn.
Monkey
they need
Bowling.
to see a Monkey Ball party game. I mean, it is a party game. I guess.
That recent game that they shipped is good.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone.
Nanamania. It's
yeah.
Like I know that a lot of the speedrunners were crazy about it because they switched engines, and so a lot of speedrunning strats died with that. But
correct.
It's still a great Monkey Ball game. Like it's got so many good levels. You got the mini games that came back, and although I don't like that the mini games didn't have like a proper online mode, which is like, why would you not do that with those mini games? It's perfect. I want to play Monkey Golf with other people online.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Monkey Golf and Monkey Bowling online, and that might have been a 10. If they did,
I could see it.
Because Red Canyon by 1. It's not that I dislike Red Canyon. I quite like the levels design. I think it's just with 99 cars on or vehicles on it, it is a shit show. That part with the jumps, very difficult with as many cars that are on.
That's a lot of zigzags I saw in that little stretch there.
But I love the song on this track, and I actually remixed it as an Army of Techno song. It's one of my favorite F-Zero tunes. That's the other thing about this game, man. It's gotten me like, oh man, I'm going down a YouTube rabbit hole of chip tunes, and the amount of covers and stuff that are coming out now, it's like new F-Zero content from brand new content creators that may never have known the series. You know, I just think it's cool that a whole new generation is now discovering this game and its music and its design and the tracks. What an amazing time for F-Zero. And I remember I'm in an F-Zero Discord, and it was just funny. The people were so uncertain how they should feel, and I'm like, we're happy, guys.
Yes, you got a new game. Like this is a great start for the revival of it.
Yeah, this is how it starts. Exactly. This is how the revival starts. We are not done here. We want a new F-Zero game. I get that. But this isn't a new F-Zero game. We just want, like, a new flagship F-Zero game. Fine.
Right.
Give that to us on Super Nintendo Switch. That'd be great. But beggars cannot be choosers in this scenario. And I was like, hey guys, let's just be happy about this.
Yeah.
It's really funny, because some people are like, oh, I want a new F-Zero. And I'm like, we'll get one. Like, this is the beginning.
Like, if you feel that way, play the shit out of this one so Nintendo knows to make more. You know?
Exactly. That's what I said. And that's why I play this game every day.
That's right.
If this can exist, I really do believe anything can happen. There's several moments in my life where I feel that way.
The one game I want that I don't think will ever happen, although F-Zero gives hope, I want Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. It'll never happen, but I want it. I want it very much.
You're going to guys. I'll try to be out of it later.
That's fine. But yeah, that is going to be tough. That's like wanting. I wanted Scorpion and Sub-Zero in Smash.
Yeah,
because then we would have had Ken and Ryu and Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah. It's that like a slice of that in another game. It just seems like a lot of the rivalries from the 16-bit eras have come to pass in some form. Mm-hmm. Like Mario and Sonic, right? But Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Mario and Sonic patched it up so well that they compete in the Olympics.
I know.
Which, what the fuck even is that? But that last one was delightful.
Yeah.
Those games are so weird, but they work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it. Like, Mario and Sonic patched it up. I would say present day, Sony and Xbox need to patch it up. That's not happening. But look what happened here. They're making a Zelda movie with Sony.
Yeah.
Like, that seemed very unlikely. And here we are. Sam! Thank you for the $25 donation to AbleGamers, you champion. And this is Big Blue, everyone's favorite F-Zero song. You don't even know it's an F-Zero song.
But it's... yeah.
Every single Evo has used this song. Every single Evo. Maybe not on the live stream, but definitely in the crowd. Like, TJ, did you hear this song at Evo this year? You did?
I think he's here.
Yes, I did.
Always. It's like several things they always do at Evo. They play that clip from Ricky O, that you are all free now.
Yeah.
They play Big Blue. Usually a Smash remix of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get going for now. My throat's killing me, but I'm glad I could watch you do your thing for a while.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
The stream. Thank you for showcasing Resident Evil 4 earlier with TJ. That was delightful.
That was a blast.
And now we all wait to see if I am.
You are the best in the universe, whether you're first or 99. You gotta believe you.
I don't know. This game. It's a weird. I really feel like what I said on this Shackcast all those years ago. Like, the game finally came out, and I'm too old.
but you're enjoying it still.
But I'm old. I'm good enough to be in the mix and making it a better experience for everyone else, and I'm fine. I'm like happy being that person in this game. It's just weird. These are very competitive games.
Yeah. Well, guys, happy racing. Glad we could do some good work today. And we'll keep the streams going all weekend, I believe.
Yeah, we got Destiny 2 stream happening tomorrow. And Greg is going to be doing an unboxing live from a collector's store.
Nice.
Ouch.
Have a good night, everybody. I'll catch you later.
Yep. That was a bad race. Sam says, I love AbleGamers. They do such great work. I agree. Tough, man. This is a tough game. What we got in here? Got me and TJ. Alright. I'm gonna try it again. How long have I been streaming for? You want minutes? We'll keep going.
I will be right back. I had to run out to do an errand really quick, and now I just got to cooking dinner for me and Sam.
No problem.
It won't be. I'm just grilling some grilled cheese sandwiches, so it won't take too long.
Who doesn't love grilled cheese sandwiches? But no, it's just me. Okay, Mute City 3, though. Let's do this. I died. What's going on? Oh, it's Bill. Hey, Bill.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, no, I'm Lucky Bunker. This is the worst.
I just wanted to pop in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, just doing what I do. Not winning.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
Not winning F-Zero.
I heard you say you were... I came back from dinner and I unmuted the stream and I heard you say, I'm on the struggle bus. And I was like, what? Why are you on the struggle bus?
It is long, man. Yeah, I got to the office at like 10:30 today. And it was just, you know, we ran into technical difficulties super early on. So then everything got delayed. And then, like, I had to do some random calls. I've just been... It's kind of just been nonstop all day. 98th overall. It's the worst.
Yep.
And then I played Mario Kart earlier, and that's just not a good racing game, and this is an excellent racing game, so I'm trying to, like...
Hold on. Wait. It's not a good racing game? I almost feel like I heard you say, like, within the last 36 hours that it was a good racing game.
F-Zero... Mario Kart?
Yeah. Or maybe you were just saying it's a better racing game than a bunch of other racing games. I don't know.
Correct.
Context.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't like racing games that have weapons.
I don't mind them. I just don't take them seriously.
That's my point. Is like a racing game to me. Forza is a racing game, right?
Yeah.
GT, Gran Turismo is a racing game. WRC, right? F1. Those are great racing games. Kart is a party game.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, it's not to be taken seriously, but it does end up getting taken seriously. That being said, I think it's a great engine for a racing game.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect racing game for Nintendo. For the Switch.
Just funny that that same game only sold 8 million units on Wii U. And it sold 57 million on Switch.
Well,
I know that's addressable market has part to play with that, but it's just funny to see that happen. Like, but yeah, I have more hours in this game, Bill, than I do in Kart.
Dude, as of today, I have 5 hours in Kart.
I think I have around like 40, but I'm at 50 in this game already.
I thought about playing last night. I was like, man, I should brush up a little bit, you know, competitive. But then by the time I got everything installed,
I think the problem with our staff when we get together for that is there's like 3 or 4 people who are very good at the game, and then there's like 6 people who are probably like casual players of the game.
Yeah.
And
but if the casuals would just get to like half-serious average place, I think that the whole it doesn't need to be more competitive.
No. Yeah. It's just, for me, it's about stopping Donovan.
Yeah.
And then if I can stop Donovan, then it's about stopping Steve.
That's a lot of hills.
But I did it.
Yeah.
I was able to beat both of them in at least one race. And then, yeah, most of the time I stream that game, you know, like, it was during stimulus games or whatever, like, I didn't want to hurt people's feelings, so I would just play with my Mii character in a mediocre card, because I just didn't really care. I lost. 28, that's not terrible. Nothing great happened in here, though. I did beat all 4 of my rivals, though. If I could get to A+ by the end of this stream, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not so sure I can. Yeah. Playing some F-Zero. What a time to be alive.
We dusted off the Switch last night, so I've got F-Zero installed and several other games that I'm going to dig into this weekend.
Are you gonna go visit your island?
Absolutely. But I think I'm going to do that as a reward for going through the stuff that I need to play. Because otherwise what's going to happen...
You're just going to play...
I'm just going to play
Animal Crossing this weekend? You're like, awesome, there were so many weeds. Right? There were so many weeds on my island.
Hey, they introduced a service to get rid of that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know the island that you can go to? You can, like, pay to have them, like, get rid of the weeds or something.
Oh, that's funny. I actually like removing weeds, so...
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but in true Animal Crossing fashion, I think you, like, pay them and then, like, you still have to sit in your filth for, like, a day until, like, it rolls over or something. I don't know. But I have thought about going back. I honestly I wish that they would just release another one right now. I don't care about the reasons why they should or shouldn't. Just give it to me now. Thank you.
You talking about a new Animal Crossing game?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, welcome to
There's
hell.
no chance, but I'm just saying, that'd be great.
Do you remember when they announced New Horizons, how, like, I lost it, and, like, I think Brittany was over on her staff still, she lost it? Yeah. That's gonna be a while, man.
Oh, I know.
I think we're gonna get an Animal Crossing cartoon before we get a new game.
Yeah, I could see that. I actually had a friend who was like, I'm gonna buy a Switch for my birthday. What game should I get? Like, give me suggestions. My 2 suggestions were Animal Crossing and Stardew. They ended up going with Stardew.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably the smart thing to go, because I think Animal Crossing is better when like it's like everyone's into it. You know?
It's
like,
better with friends.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, but Stardew is. Yeah, I know that Stardew has like multiplayer, but like, Stardew you can have like a more single player experience. You're not really missing out on anything by doing that. Why are you spinning around?
Because sometimes it
People are jerks.
yeah, it prevents you from getting hit. Or you can generate some super sparks by doing it. Which I desperately need at this current juncture. I hate this track. This is my least favorite track in the entire game.
How many tracks in the game?
15? Yeah. See where... This is one of those tracks where there's two places where you can trigger Skyway, and one of them is a little bit better than the other. So, here we go. I think I did it a little early, whatever. Okay, that's not bad though. It's not bad. It's not bad. We're gonna have to go. Okay. What was that? 12! It's not bad. I'll take 12 on a track. I hate that track. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Oh. I had my best lap ever. That last lap, best lap I've had on this track. The record keeping in this game is outstanding.
I was gonna say, that's actually kind of cool that they...
And if you, like, look at the top right, or sorry, top left, you see how it says, like, Fire Stingray, 2 out of 18? That means I was the second best of my vehicle. And there were only 18 of my vehicle. And I was also the second best A-pilot ranked person in that race. So, for my... And that's why I beat so many rivals, right? Because they try to give you rivals that are similar to your rank. No, dude, I'm trucking here. And yeah, I did pretty good. Swears, I'd say 12th is not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. But I'm out here for a win. I'm trying to get 5K to AbleGamers. I feel bad attaching a charitable donation to me winning a video game, but hopefully we can do it. Or maybe I'll just show up tomorrow and give Sam a donation, or Greg during their stream. Hard to say. Sam was in chat a second ago. I think he's waking up, or getting his day started. He's having a Saturday, or is that, it's Saturday, right? Australia. Now this track, I named my car after this track. If you're wondering how much I love this track.
What's the track called?
Big Blue. You know, my Model X is big and blue.
Yep.
But it's like, Big Blue.
A lot of blue.
Don't say any. Not first anymore. Did you see it, Bill?
I did. I was watching. Shut up. You were like a picture of me there. I wasn't even sitting there. Other side of the dugout.
Now I'm at 26. Oh, this game is a cruel mistress.
Yeah. Like you were in first, and then like 15 people just attacked you with baseball bats.
Basically. The game was like, oh, you think you're good, huh? How about this? How about this? What if I did that? Oh my god, great. Please. Stop poking me in the eye. I didn't do anything to deserve it. See if the Skyway can at least get me some of this back, because that was brutal. What was done to me? What was done to me was wrong. It was wrong, and I deserve retribution. And I won't get it, but at least I'm not placing dead last range.
Not even close.
23 is not bad, but man, I was first. How do you trigger the Skyway? You do it. You see those yellow dots on the ground, Squires? Those are called super sparks. They're created by two cars hitting each other. So either you hit cars, other cars hit each other, and that will create a super spark. And then there is a... So you see, Bill, I was the third Fire Stingray and the third A-Pilot in that race.
Right.
So if you fill up that yellow bar, that triggers your ability to get the Skyway, right? So when that underneath your boost bar, there's that yellow bar. If you fill that all the way, the Skyway is activated, and you actually can't boost while the Skyway is activated. If you hit the boost button, it puts you on the Skyway. Hopefully that explains it. Are these real people? Yes, I'm playing against 98 other racers. What a time to be alive, Squires. Yeah, 98 other racers. Nintendo has made a game that has 99 players playing online at once, and it's not trash. Like, how? Like, that's the impossibility of this game, Bill, that I can't stress enough. Nintendo sucks at online. You remember how much of a pain in the ass it is to visit each other's islands in Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah, it's I mean, thankfully it's dumb because it made for a great guide. But like, as a player, it sucks. As a journalist, it's great.
Yeah, but like as a player, holy crap, was it terrible.
I'm also going to go out on a limb and say I lost a lot of respect for Nintendo's online shopping experience, honestly.
Oh, the eShop is bad.
Yeah, like, the
eShop
fact that...
has been bad. It will be bad.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like, it just didn't make any sense. Like, I had to jump through so many hoops after I upgraded to the expansion pack version just to download the map pack, the course pack. Like, it was, and even then I was like, I don't know, I think I have it, I'm not sure. Maybe.
That's why I was like, just check your racers. Yeah.
My problem is that I dislike using the Switch eShop because on the actual console, because it lags a lot.
Oh, it's slow as shit.
So
you're lucky if it even loads some days.
I was using the website.
Oh, God.
And it was automatically downloading everything I bought, like, right up in front of me. Like, I had my Switch.
Okay, that's cool.
But I had to get the booster course pack on my Switch because it wouldn't
download it.
Yeah. It was actually easy once I got the Switch. But this was way too much.
I will say that
like
the concept of a subscription-based service for DLC is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I've had the expansion pack since they launched it, because obviously I'm a huge Nintendo mark, right? Like, I love them. But, yeah, and obviously I put most of my wealth in the company stock. Boy, howdy, did that work out. Yeah, I died on the 4th lap. Nothing worse than dying on the 4th lap. It's just, it hurts. It hurts my soul. Because, you know, I was, 20th place, but then I get 83rd, right? Because it bases on order of who died. Yeah, Nintendo has a lot to improve. Like, Switch's success is certainly not because of eShop.
No,
You know?
I think
It's
that
not.
the reason that they sometimes don't improve on things is because they really, for what they're offering, there really isn't competition. So they don't really have to, right? Because people are going to play their games and they're going to buy their consoles, and they have to use their eShop. So, which is fine. I mean, look, it sounds like complaining, but the truth is that every online marketplace has a downfall, and like you go through every console, even the PC platform, there's always something to bitch about. So.
And I know we're going to talk about this at deliberations, but like I showed David the Steam Deck and ROG Ally today.
Yeah.
And he was playing Switch, obviously, so there was like 3 handhelds there.
Yeah.
I think the Steam Deck is really impressive because of the software that it runs on. The Steam OS is very well thought out. And going back to the point about marketplaces, I think Steam is the best digital marketplace in gaming.
Oh,
and it has all those features. So it's like there's a clear framework for how to do it right. And then it's like, did you ever have Highlights magazine? It's like an educational magazine. There was a comic in it called Goofus and Gallant, and like Goofus was a dumbass and Gallant was like the guy doing the right stuff. Goofus and Gallant in gaming right now is Epic and Steam. Epic is the worst launcher by far.
Yeah.
And
it's not even better than like the standalone launchers like from like EA and Ubisoft.
Yeah, like Uplay or Origin, it's not.
But it is kind of interesting because all those marketplaces, like Steam, if I'm not mistaken, it's not necessarily the first online marketplace like that, but it seems to have inspired a lot of publishers. Well, we're gonna make one, like EA, and they exist, and people buy games and play them on like from those marketplaces when they have to. But like, I don't know a single PC gamer whose preference isn't Steam over anything.
And that's
I'm sure someone out there prefers something else. I haven't met
and
one.
like I finally like sit down with the ROG Ally and I'm playing it and I'm like, oh my god, I fucking hate Windows 11. I haven't had a Windows 11 PC yet, so that was my first experience with it. But boy, do I not want a fucking touchscreen experience in Windows 11.
Yeah.
Awful. And conversely, the touchscreen experience, and I'm dead. The touchscreen experience on Steam Deck is excellent. Because they made it for touchscreen. You know what I mean? Like, Windows 11 wasn't... I know that there is a version of Windows 11 that has touch support. But the whole OS is built with a tip of a cursor in mind, as opposed to a finger. And it's noticeable. Instantly. I couldn't enter the password to my router while setting up ROG Ally because the software keyboard wouldn't show up. I couldn't log into Epic Games for the same reason. Like, those are things that, like, yeah, eShop's annoying, but boy, the keyboard works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, same thing with Steam Deck. Like, but I really do appreciate Valve as a software company. And I think Steam is a very good device. Or, sorry, good. It's the best storefront we have.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I wish companies would steal more of the good parts of it, as opposed to just the reason that Ubisoft did it wasn't because they thought they could make a better one. It was that they wanted to keep the 30%.
Right.
Right? And that's the same thing with EA.
Yeah, I think the problem with that is that, like, I understand why they did it, but none of them did it in a way, like, they did it, and I think when they made these stores, like, their thought was, like, the goal is to convert. I'm not saying that this is realistic. The goal is to convert 100% of the people who buy your game on other, like on Steam or Epic Games Store looking around. The goal is to convert 100% of people who buy a game on Steam into buying it on Uplay, for example. And if you do that, then great. But the problem is that the stores suck, so they didn't, like, nobody wanted to buy it on Uplay or on Origin or whatever. So
and some of them are resource hogs too.
Sorry?
Some of these storefronts are resource hogs on your PC.
Absolutely.
And
They're
that's
terrible.
just not the case with Steam. Steam is very well written.
Yeah,
and it gets out of the way. You know? Like, Epic Games Store does not get out of the way. Ever. And it's annoying.
I don't have any games currently. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have any games installed in the Epic Games Store. None.
I had Ghostbusters, because we were playing that just now.
Yeah.
And I have Alan Wake 2, because, we're playing that for Game of the Year.
That will be installed shortly, at this very moment.
I haven't installed. So it's there. But, yeah, it's... That experience of firing up Epic Games Store. We had all of the people in the stream today for Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, and then I don't fault the game for this. I'm faulting Epic Games Store. All of us, EGS crashed at the exact same time. And that's just...
Yeah.
That's just not okay.
That's definitely an EGS issue.
And you know how EGS, like, it hides? Like, when you launch a game, it doesn't... You can't open EGS. It hides. It's, like, not there. It hides in the background. So that creates this whole cluster when it comes to load time. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. But I placed 34th. I was like 6th or something that race.
Yeah, you were up there.
It's tough, man. It's hard to stay in the lead. Beat one rival, though. I'm trying, folks. At some point, though, I'm gonna have to end this stream. I don't know when. I've been streaming for like hour 15. My whole day's been fucked. I ate lunch late.
Well,
dinner late.
If we still have tomorrow, right? Sam and Gregor in the stream too.
Yeah. No, but I said when I started the stream, if I win F-099 today, I will donate $5,000.
Yeah, I know. But it is, like, even if you play really, really, really well, there is an aspect of randomness to something with this many players.
I've played this over 600 times. I've never won.
You will,
So-
and then you'll win, and then you'll go, like, 4 races, and you'll win again.
I don't know. This is the hardest. It's one of the hardest video games. I really believe that. Like, everyone likes to say Souls games. Oh my god! Thank you, TJ.
Yep.
$50 for.
Also-
I don't know if you caught that one. There was a lot of it.
Also, you'll win eventually. Also, you remember, like, you've seen all the videos that I've posted of Guilty Gear. You've seen how hard I work at that game.
Yeah, I know.
I set a goal for myself before Thanksgiving that I was gonna top rank a character with Johnny, and it took me so long to do that. I didn't expect it to happen on Thanksgiving. It just kind of happened. But it wasn't for, like, lack of trying before that. There were plenty of other times where I was trying my ass off and just didn't get there. You just,
I know.
with enough time.
I mean, I placed second in this twice. So, like, I know that at the right time and the right place, I probably have enough skill to win. But I also know that this game is very hard, and I am being penalized in a sense because I didn't win it early, right? When I was ranked C class, right? So when I do win it, it will be more meaningful to me because I will be an A-class driver driving the Fire Stingray, right? A lot of people who have won this are Pico mains, and from my cold dead hands, you will take the Fire Stingray's wheels out of my hand. So
This driver is the greatest in the universe. Why would you accept any less?
You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm tired of that. Oh, that guy tried to kill me. You see that? And then I killed myself. Man! And I didn't get any rivals.
If you're gonna hang for a bit, I'm actually gonna duck out.
Yep, I'm gonna be here.
I don't want to.
The concept of lucky bumper is just so offensive too. It's like, I'm not lucky to be a bumper. I fucking died, you jerks.
Man, like, I couldn't believe it when you tried to friend Greg on Epic Game Store and it wouldn't let you until you closed Steam.
Yeah. Like, stupid stuff like that on Epic Game Store. And, like, it brings up this software keyboard. Like, there's all sorts of weird stuff. And also, yeah, I couldn't get the settings to take in the game. Until I don't know. Epic Game Store is such trash. It's unfortunate. Because, the world needs competition.
Yes, it does.
But, God. And then, Steam Deck, night and day better than the ROG Ally. Like, holy crap.
That's what I've been saying, is that it really does feel like a lot of these companies were just like, oh my god, we gotta catch up with this trend and get our thing out there. And it's like...
We're all gonna kill Switch together. It's like, no, you're not.
And I'm not going to go out and say that the Steam Deck is the best form factor, the best thing to ever happen to handheld PC gaming.
No.
That thing is That thing looks clunky as shit and uncomfortable to hold.
It is wide. It is a very wide device. And some people like it.
But everybody else's version seems ill thought out and just rush slipshod.
Yeah. The ROG Ally is definitely that. And I'm sure there's someone out there who loves it. And if you like it, tell me why. Because I really want to know. But I don't. And it made me really appreciate Steam Deck. Because I think Valve got the software part of the equation dead on. And that is hard to do. That's really what I'm seeing. It's kind of like, you know what it is? It's kind of like when iPad took over the world and there were all those really shitty Android tablets. You know? And there's not a whole lot of them left standing, are there?
Hell, like, even with the iPod, when, like...
Oh, yeah.
Small, third-party music device makers became a dime a dozen.
Oh, yeah. And, like, I think SanDisk had one. Like, everyone was making it. And, yeah, they were not good.
I had a SanDisk. I had one of the SanDisk players.
Yeah, the Sanzo. Yeah, they were cheap as hell too. They were all like, they were competing on price. And you know, they did some things better than iPods did. Like, I think the Sansa may have had a solid-state hard drive in it before iPod ever had one.
Here's what I could do with the Sansa that I don't think I could ever do with an iPod. I could load LimeWire songs onto it.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you could do that with an iPod, but at first they made it harder.
It's that walled garden thing. Like, they don't want you to do that. They want you to use App Store.
At the time, they wanted you to use iTunes.
Right.
App Store didn't even exist, but yeah.
Right.
This traffic is crazy. Well, 21st isn't terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good though. 4 rivals beat. Take that.
Nice.
I'm getting close to 8+. Oh look! I was the #1 A-class driver.
Huh.
How about that?
What's the highest rank in this game?
I want to say S+.
Is there an S- or does it just go straight to S? Okay.
Yeah, there's an S-. So I was an A- before I was an A.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an S+ and an S- and an S. I haven't seen anything above S, but they only put you with people near your grade or class, so I'm not entirely sure how high it goes. I haven't seen anything. I haven't played against an S+ yet. It is kind of disconcerting when I like line up on this race and like you look around. This guy Lucas has 49 wins. This guy TM Kirby has 9. Spamule has 3. sitting there with 0. That guy, a Japanese dude, has 99 wins.
That's whack. Like there has to be a strat, right? Like, and you're probably right that it has something to do with the vehicle as well. But like,
I certainly am seeing some Picas here.
You don't trip into 99 wins by chance.
No, you could also just be really good. You know what I mean? Like, just like in Tetris 99, you'd come across these dudes that are like the fucking Terminator. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this game is similar in that sense. Where
the kind of people that should be playing in the Tetris World Championships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And God, if there was an F-Zero championship, wow, I would watch. And like, I love watching F-Zero speedrun community. They're amazing. And it's funny, like, there's speedrunners from other games that really got into this specific game. Like Grand Pooh Bear, he's probably one of the best F-Zero 99 streamers out there. He's been kind of busy lately because Barb made a new game, like a new ROM hack game called Grand Pooh World 3. Mm-hmm. So it's like a Kaizo ROM hack, and it is awesome. So Pooh is labbing that now, but when he was focused on F-Zero 99, he was winning a lot. And it sounds like the same Dark Souls refrain, but it literally is just getting good.
Yeah.
Like, and that comes from practice and repetition. And I think everyone's right when they say there's an element of luck to this game. There is.
Yeah. But you don't win. But you don't win 99 times by luck.
No, I agree with that. Too bad. Oh man, I'm gonna die. I died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, TJ.
I died again, Greg.
No, not a crash out. We can't all group up, right? You have to hope you get matched with.
I mean, we could go 1, 2, 3, hit the button, and we'll probably end up in the same server, man. Why, are you playing right now?
No.
You're like, oh.
By better judgment, I was like, do I want to take milligrams today? And I was like, nah, I don't want to take milligrams today.
The other problem is, they're probably not matching me with a basic-ass C+ driver.
No. It's skill-based matchmaking, right? Or as close as it can be.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's a point at which I play F-Zero too much and my results start to decline. I don't think we're there yet, but once that happens, I think I may wind down the stream.
Finger fatigue?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's... I think it's more mental.
I can feel that too. If I play like any fighting game for too long, after it's so long, like I can still bust out like a 4-hour session if I really want to, but at the end of that, my thumbs will feel like tight at the middle joint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same thing when you play Sonic games. Again, like if I could beat a level, I'd be really frustrated. My mom would be like, 7 weeks, 20 minutes, and I'd come back and I'd beat it. For now.
Yeah.
And I wish that was true in this game. But yeah, I do think there's a mental component to it. Like, you just kind of get frustrated, and then you start making worse decisions. It's like golf. You know, like, golf... I don't think golf is physically tiring. Like, unless you're walking the course or whatever. Most people just sit in a golf cart. Mm-hmm. But it's still tiring because you're playing against yourself, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the case here, too. I'm playing against myself more than I am these 98 other people. That Skyway is just filthy on this level. I love it.
When you make one mistake in golf, it's like, okay, just shrug it off. When you're down the line, like close to like 16 on the back nine, and you've made several, and you know you're not gonna beat yourself, that's when it starts to get more frustrating.
EJ coming in hot with the golf knowledge.
That's true. Golf's a fun sport.
Never played the full thing. Played the shit out of frisbee golf.
Yeah, frisbee golf is my shit too, TJ. Like I have basket in my backyard. But yeah, I played golf growing up in Ohio because we have a lot of courses here. And I tried out for our high school team. I didn't make it because I went to high school with a bunch of rich people. But yeah, it was... Golf is cool, but oh, come on. Yeah! I beat that rival! Just barely. Oh, yeah, that was good. I'll take those little W's that you get.
TJ, when your hands hurt, that's why I said at Evo, a $1 million idea, have like ham masseuse to help players get through the pain. Ham massagers, ham masseuses,
A hand massage therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it. That's also stretching. There's stretching you can do. I think the thing with Evo that's really challenging for players is like, let's say you make it out of pools, just the downtime in between things is intense. You know, like staying warm, but not doing too much hand warming, right? Yeah. I think that's a challenge. Especially in those giant pools like the Street Fighter 6-1 or I want to say Smash. Didn't Smash have like a massive pool one year? Yeah, that's a tough thing. Why are people voting for Deathwind? God, I hate Deathwind. This is the first time I've had to race on it tonight.
The $1 million idea I had for Evo that, like, I think people need more. Well, I especially need it because I always forget. I'm an extremely sweaty dude. It's just the way I am. And my hands get sweaty. And when my hands get sweaty, I make more mistakes.
Yeah.
And
Mom sweaty, mom spaghetti.
I've played plenty. I've bowled enough to know that there's a little bag of powder out there that you can get that you just poof your hand with.
Also, that little fan.
Yeah.
When you, you know, there's that little fan that they have when you're bowling.
And I thought, man, if somebody would just go out to Evo with just a crate or like a pallet full of talcum powder balls to help gamers like keep their hands dry, they would probably make a good amount of money.
Yeah. Talcum should just sponsor something. Like whoever, Johnson or something. Probably. Are they busy trying to figure out a vaccine?
They're usually busy trying to make terrible ideas that they can make money off of.
Yeah, and Tylenol that has like random impurities that they have to pay lawsuits for.
Yeah.
That's what pharma is these days. I really don't know when the best time to use Skyway on Deathloop is. Kind of hard to say.
Anything that's not a straightaway.
But this level is just two giant ass straightaways.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So I guess around one of the hairpins.
Yeah, but these aren't even that
Yeah. It's just one big loop. Turn left, me.
I'm gonna go fast and turn to the right. That's just not good. Big balls sitting out there. Oh! Oh, okay. Let's go. I got a KO.
Almost there. Stay on target.
Oh, it wasn't terrible. 15 is not bad. This is the thing. I'm like consistently top 20 when I don't die. Like, have you noticed that? It's just...
Yeah.
So I'm not bad at this, but I'm just not... Like, I don't know. I need luck. I need something.
I wish you could queue as just the little gold, the golden thing. That would be fun if you could just do that all the time.
What golden thing?
What's it called when you get knocked out and you have a chance to become that gold thing that gives off the little orbs for your boost?
He's talking about
Skyway.
Lucky
You're talking about the Lucky Bumper?
Yeah.
You want to race as Lucky Bumper?
No, like I want to have like you could queue and be the Lucky Bumper because it was I only got it only got it once, but it was fun. Like I was dodging cars as they were trying to hit me and stuff. It was fun.
I don't know what it is about me. I've been Lucky Bumper so many times. Maybe it's because I played over 600 races, but like I think there's something that they measure the accelerometer in your controller when you die, and if they sense that you're like dropping it or throwing it, they're like, make him the Lucky. Because I'll just like drop the controller in my lap when I die, you know. These are why I desperately want to interview the game director of this game. Like, I really, really, really want to talk to you. Please let Nintendo just let us talk to him. All I'm asking. Have you seen an interview with the game director of F-Zero 99?
No.
Why?
Nintendo doesn't do interviews.
Yes, they do. Well, I mean, their executives do.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I remember getting access to Nintendo representative, like, that wasn't just like a PR speech thing.
Doug
like,
Bowser. We interviewed Doug Bowser. Ozzy did. Before he was Doug Bowser, right?
Oh,
he was just a VP. It was an interview about esports at the time, which is really weird in retrospect, right? But yeah, we interviewed Doug Bowser. You can go Google that shit. It's on Shacknews.com. But
like when John got to do Reggie, but they gave him
there's
like a
list
binder
of things
full
that
of
you can and can't ask. I know. There's all sorts
binder
of
though, like it was huge. Like the things that
you've seen a Nintendo embargo. Those things are also pretty nuts.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to be interviews. That's a sad
thing. I get it. They
cool.
don't need it, but man, I think I could maybe ask some questions that people haven't really thought of, and I think that they might enjoy the interview. You know, I think that team deserves a pat on the back. Is all I'm saying. That dev team that took this risk to make this game, they deserve a pat on the back. And Nintendo does a disservice to their devs by making them smaller than them all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, you look at all the things here, and yes, it's a revamp of a very, very old game, but like, it's a wonderful revamp of it on every level.
There's another top 20 finish.
Getting that feel it takes a lot of like. It takes
skill
to like get that feel, yeah.
Fourth. Oh god. Is it fourth? I didn't even know. I knew I was like close to the front at one point, but fourth. You can't peak too early. Yeah, I feel like you gotta get to the top of the pack at like third lap, and then you need a KO or something, you know.
A KO while you're in that far ahead? That sounds ridiculously hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't remember much. Like I said, I won the game once, just once, and I'm not. It's not a flex. I remember having like a sliver of health.
Yeah,
like a sliver.
I've seen the videos, man. I'm a card-carrying member of F-Zero Twitter, and I celebrate my friends winning the game, and I've seen a lot of my friends win. And yeah, it's razor's edge. You have to live on the razor's edge in this game, right? It rewards you for taking those risks. I wish that I could talk to the dev about it. I have questions. I have questions about the inspiration of this. I'm like, did you see that interview I did with Tim Sweeney? Like, have you listened to the Shackcast? Where did you get this idea? Is really what I want to know. Why? Why now?
They owe you money for the idea. Or just give you credit. How about credit?
I don't want money in. I'm a Nintendo shareholder, so it'll come to me. And it's not like this is some sort of financially massive success or anything, right? It's just a Switch Online game, really. Which is just a service that they already have 39 million people on. But yeah, like I just find it odd that it's like radio silence from the devs of this game. At the very least, I thought IGN would do something about it, and they did.
Yeah. It is wild. Like, I think you're right. That, like, even with Super Mario RPG, like, I want to know who, like, handled that, how'd that come together, who made that call, and why. And you don't hear about, like, the singular folks.
No, very rarely at Nintendo will they ever let anyone become an individual.
The only
KO! Oh, KO! Oh, let's fucking go!
He's on fire!
Let us fucking go!
The only reason I'm... Oh, wow.
You know, he's the only reason.
Oh, I just wanted to be quiet because, like, I saw how close Austin was. It was close.
That was a good race, though. 11.
Yeah,
I'll take that. It's all good. But yeah, like I beat all 4 of my fucking rivals. Okay, I might get to A+ here. I'm just saying. And that's gonna make my life even harder.
Yeah.
Why do I do this?
You're running out of runway for that victory.
Oh, I was the #1 A-class driver that race. No big deal. It's just frustrating, you know? Like, okay, I was #1. Like, why don't they just put me in a race with just A-class people? Like, why do I have to race S-class people? Why do I have to race someone with 60 wins from Japan?
Yeah.
You know, like... Also, why is there only one reply to our article about this charity fundraiser? Asking the tough questions here.
But what I was gonna say was like, if it wasn't for Stealth, it was like a pretty constant Nintendo Twitter. If it wasn't for him name dropping like a lot of the people that were in like the credits of Mario RPG, I wouldn't have known that it was a young director that was like that they took a chance on, because they don't put that out there.
Yeah, when I found I got the credits are really easy to get in this game, but when I saw the credits, I was like, who the hell is Chris Polney? And how do I talk to him? And then I find him on Twitter. Hilarious. He has like no followers, and like he just has a bunch of tweets about Splatoon from like 6 years ago. And that's it. And I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this hero of mine that no one knows?
Is he like the director of the game, or who is he?
Yeah, he's the game director.
And just nobody, like, no, he's a complete unknown.
It's just, it seems like this was a Treehouse project over in Redmond, and then they pitched it to Japan, and they're like, okay. I'm sure there was work done in Japan on this game too, but like, it really does feel like this might have been a Skunkworks project at first. And then they were like, okay, let's do it. Maybe this was a game that wasn't necessarily F-Zero at first. Maybe it was a cart game, right? And they were like, you know what doesn't work? 99 blue shells. Like, let's not do that to the world. And they're like, I don't know, we got this other racing IP we're not using here. I also want to know, like, is Chris Polney an F-Zero fan? Probably, right?
I mean,
yeah.
To get it this right, you would almost have to be, right?
Because it's such a celebration of the franchise, man. And it goes like, it touches every part of the history of the franchise. So yeah, I do think someone, and like, you know, I got to do a, you know, I reviewed Mario Wonder, and there was a session where I was in a play session with a bunch of people from Treehouse, and I was just like, hey everybody, I know we're here to talk about Mario Wonder, but I just want to say thank you for F-Zero 99. They all start cracking up, because they know me. You know, because I've been around for a while. That's just funny. Like, I've been talking... I've said it, like, if I talk to you long enough, I will bring up F-Zero. It's just inevitable. Not bad. 15.
Yeah, you're still breaking in under 20 every time.
And I beat Young Bosnia.
Bang.
Take that. Balkans. Yes. So yeah, I was 3 seconds away from first place there. I like to look at where first was. But yeah, I'm putting up some consistent numbers here. I need that break, right? I need that one little break. And then things take off. But yeah, I would love a chance to interview the game director. And I've already reached out to the Nintendo PR about it, and they never said anything. Because yeah, like you're right, Greg. It's super rare that they do interviews, right? But they do interviews. Like they have. Like it's not like they never do them.
I mean, I write enough news to know that they definitely do interviews because I pull plenty from it.
Yeah, they'll talk to like Famitsu or Game Informer or
Famitsu,
IGN.
that's the big one. I always see Famitsu as a source.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Famitsu they have a good relationship with Nintendo. Nintendo gives them 4 keys every time there's a review because they have that 4 reviewer system over there, which is cool. I give Famitsu credit for that. And they ask great questions. You know, but even, like, in the absence of me interviewing them, what Nintendo is missing right now is Iwata Ask, which were these awesome interviews with the president of Nintendo asking the dev about the game, whatever the topic was, right? And obviously they made a book out of it and everything, but yeah, that's missing at the company right now.
And I just like Iwata was like a different kind of guy, right? Like he was the people's person CEO. And like he would do interviews and he would be in commercials. He was like the perfect Japanese foil for Reggie as well. The two of them were like a dynamic duo.
And then you threw Miyamoto in there, and they was like the Three Musketeers. But yeah, they were all perfect together.
I know Miyamoto talks sometimes, but I have never seen him as the guy like that wants to get in front of the camera and talk for a long period of time.
Correct. But I think he has a sense of pride when it comes to this Mario movie and Super Nintendo world and now the Zelda movie. Like I think he's found like a new purpose in his life. And it's like curating what makes Nintendo special, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, you're right. Like Iwata had no problem being the front man of that band. And like Miyamoto's just the badass guitarist who everyone loves, you know?
Yeah.
And they work together perfectly. And yeah, Reggie, just that bassist that everyone loves. He's like Flea or something. I don't know. But yeah, like, that group is outstanding.
Yeah.
Of course, we got KO at the very last second. It mattered. 31, not great. We'll see how I did versus my.
Oh yeah, but like back to my point, I don't think there's anyone at Nintendo that's like Iwata anymore. That can be that guy that steps up and puts their face in front of the public.
And that's why I want to be the next president of Nintendo of America.
Yeah.
That's my goal, is to replace Doug Bowser with someone with charisma.
It's so strange to go from Reggie to Doug Bowser.
It is. And I know they did it just because his last name, so...
And like, based on how things are going, I can't say that he's a bad businessman.
No, he's doing great. And I'm not saying anything to the contrary. Reggie was iconic.
Yeah.
Is iconic. And, yeah, Doug Bowser, he's not very front and center.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from him. Has he done an interview this year? Like one? I think he did one with CNBC, maybe?
I can't even remember. I have never really seen anything that was sourced with Doug Bowser on it.
Yeah, Greg dropped the link in our chat. That's the last time we got to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, because I bring it up all the time. Because every year for E7, E6, E5, E4, I always email Nintendo. And I'm like, I know you're gonna say no, but I'm gonna ask because my job is to advocate for Shacknews. And yeah, it's I bring it up all the time. I'm like, hey, you know, we did interview Doug Bowser. Really? Like, yeah, here it is. Cat Peach. I'm racing against Cat Peach.
Cat Peach.
That is a tall order. I'm like disappointed that I'm in 7th place after one lap.
Yeah, but if you keep it up, if you keep it up and make it to the Skyway.
Yeah. I got my boy Young Bosnia back in the mix. Oh, that was bad. That dropped me so far behind.
Oh no!
Shit. That was so unfortunate.
God, this game is so cruel.
It really is, man.
That. Okay, well, you still have half a race left.
True. Anything can happen.
Oh my goodness.
Oh! Holy crap! This game is trying to kill me.
Wowie.
This game is actively trying to murder me. But now we know why I sighed when I was 7th place after one lap.
Jeez.
That was unfortunate. What are you gonna do? Here we go! David's got a sore throat now, and he's like, I'm pretty sure it's from us going, here we go, all morning. 46. Here's what I was talking about, TJ. My physical ability to play the game is not deteriorating, but mentally, this race might have broke me. The unfortunate series of events that just played out, right?
One little bounce, and then you got ricocheted back and forth.
And this is what I'm talking about when people talk about, oh, hard video games. This game is hard. This may be the hardest racing game in the world right now. I think it's just as hard as a Souls game.
It might be easier to race in an actual Rocket League than it is to race in this game.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty good at Rocket League.
Oh, I mean, no, like, not the Rocket League, but
in an actual
like a
Rocket League car. In
yes.
Like a real-world environment. Yeah, I agree. We'll see how the next couple of races go. And then determine where to go from here. But it's been a hell of a stream. It'll be almost 2 hours. I don't know when, but we've talked about Big Blue's fine. I love Mute City 3. I wish more people loved it. I think people don't like it because it's got a bunch of landmines on it. But there's a way to get around the landmines that's really easy. That I've known since I was 12 years old. Like, I feel like I got a chance on that track more than most of them.
Nice.
But yeah, Big Blue's great. I'm not gonna complain. Anything better than Sand Ocean. Hate when I miss the
Okay, you got a lot of the pack sitting right ahead of you.
It means I'll have some Super Spark opportunities.
Really, I'm curious about like what certain people's strats are on the Skyway. Like, do you use it early? Do you hold on to it? Do you want to get it as fast and furiously as possible?
You gotta be tactical with it. Like, this is not normally where I would, but I figured I'm in such a shitty place anyway. I might as well
Try to get another one back before the end of the race.
Yeah. I just drove right past the freaking golden ticket thing. like I said, I do think that last race might be the thing that did me in. Which is fair, because it's what I've been playing for 2 hours. Almost. It's not that crazy. Yeah, it's possible that I'm gonna have another this is where I like yeah, Skyway Strat's definitely an interesting topic that I would also like to talk to devs about. Even just the concept of Skyway. How that came to be. Am I gonna die? No. That guy tried to kill me. 34! That's better than last race.
Yeah.
That's better than last race. Okay, keep going. The other thing that I'm seeing is, like, I'm on the right track when it comes to my, wait a second. That's my best time ever? Really?
Wow.
How is it possible that I was 34th, and that's my best time ever, but my best placement was 2nd? That's... I guess people are getting better at the game, right? That's gotta be it. And yeah, maybe that... I'm trying to remember when that 2nd place was.
That's wild.
Ugh, that's frustrating. But yeah, this stream has shown how a game that takes 2 minutes to play can eat up your entire evening. It's just that good.
Yeah.
More video game, please. And you see the gameplay loop. It's so fast. It gets you right back in. I think the menu design in this game is excellent. If you vote for Deathwind over Meat City 3, I don't know what to tell you. Hell yeah. Also, like, I just want to ask him, like, did you put the voting in because you like Shack Pets? Because it's just another thing that I did before you guys.
Alright, now I get to see your minefield strat.
Yep. We'll see if I do it right, because these other 98 racers love to get in the way of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a path. And it actually works on the other Mute Cities as well, but it really makes more sense on this one than the other. Because you do drive through the shoulder to do it. So yeah, you go up against this, and then you boost through here. And it's like a straight line.
Oh, nice.
Did it pretty flawlessly. Kind of like where I am right now. Let's go. I'm racing against Mario as a rival. But I love Mario. And that's the interesting thing. By the 3rd or 2nd lap, there's no minus left in the Battle Royale race, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be tough. I don't have a boost. And I'm kind of in the mix. It's not... I can't really boost through this right now. I'll die. There we go. 25th. Not terrible. Better than the last race again. And I beat all 4 rivals. Oh man, look how close I am. Look at that.
Yeah, you get.
Oh no.
Are you gonna go for it?
It's gonna be even harder. This is just... I'm gonna make it even harder for myself.
Are you gonna sandbag or are you gonna go for it?
I'm going for it, man. I don't know. All gas, no brakes, man. I got. If I really wanted to win this game, I would just tank.
Yeah, sandbag down to like C.
Or like, my brother brought his Switch up, and he was like, "You can play mine and win." I'm like, "That's not." I want to win it on my terms with my vehicle. You know, like pedal to the metal. Exactly. We've had some close moments here on the stream, but yeah, I've been in first place, I think, a couple of times on stream. But yeah, no W.
Yeah. What was the best we saw? I think I saw you get 12.
I think at 12. I might have placed in the top. I think I had a 10. I think I had a 10. I got a 10 place. I remember thinking this was so cool when I was a kid because it had like wind that actually affected the race. It's like, wow, we've never seen anything like this. And I was 12, so I was easily impressed by things.
Now you're just over it.
No, I'm still impressed by it. I just hate it. I hate this track. It does stupid stuff. It's one of those tracks that, like, you look at it from the map, and you'll notice that I don't even have the quick map open, because the screen's already so goddamn busy in this game that I just don't want more shit on my screen. But, yeah, like, on paper, this is a pretty easy track. And then in practice, you're like, oh my god, this is not easy at all. It's frustrating. And you know how, like, I remember early on, you're like, how do I stop bouncing? I was like, let your foot off the accelerator. This track, I just find myself in that bouncing back and forth situation. Oh, God. Oh! What a fucking episode.
Oh, no! Oh.
Okay. Dead last. Hate that feel. Okay. Now we're in the one more game-itis. Right? Now I'm like...
you can't go out on something like that.
No. But maybe I should. Because you'll see. You know, there's a downward spiral that happens.
I'm sending you my energy.
I'm
sending you my strength. My beliefs.
And like, I know that one of these days it may happen, but man, it's been a struggle. If you vote for Sand Ocean over Mute City 3, you need Jesus. We barely won! That's like the 2020 election, when we barely won. It's like, Mute City 3 barely beat Sand Ocean. Because 49 people are idiots. Or 48, right? 48.
The answer should have been obvious, and yet many of them still disappointed.
You know? Like, how are you choosing this? But yeah, here we are on Mute City 3 again, which, like I said, I really like. I think it sets up well for how I race. I know the track very well. I just need some luck. There we go. Wow, I have Skyway? Interesting.
You gonna go for it?
Not yet. happening?
No! It's so bad to be real!
I know, man. I know. And this is what I was talking
So
about.
good!
This is the downward spiral I was talking about. It's happening. It's happening to me. This shit gets in your head, man. Like, that kind of shit. Why did the game do that to me? It feels like it's picking on me. You know what I mean? Like, why me? What did I do to deserve that?
You have no idea how many times I've, like, yelled at a fighting game. Am I being gaslit?
That's one of those. That's one of those where you're like, really, game? Okay, either way, I like the track here, so it's win-win. But I would love another chance at Meat City 3 because that just never mind. Fuck me then. See what I mean? It gets in your head, and then the vote gets in your head, and then the rivals get in your head, and then you start to boost too much.
Listen, Brantelope is a great name, but you cannot let yourself be defeated by Brantelope.
Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy in particular. Brantelope. And some Japanese guy.
He has the gentle grace of an antelope and the milquetoast whiteness of a Brant.
Yeah, seriously. Every time I hear Brant, I think of Brant from Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah. No? Maybe? He's ahead of me right now. Oh, he just bounced off the ball real bad. And he died. No, he killed someone.
Oh, wow.
Killed my rival, I think.
Brantelope's spicy up there.
It really is. Let's get the boom. I see Brantelope down there. Brantelope died. Yes. So I'm not gonna. 15's not bad.
You got 15 and you beat Brantelope.
Three rivals. Getting close. I can taste the even more difficult races ahead. It's like, why? Why am I this way? Why do I do this to myself? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 9 minutes. I think I'm gonna put a hard cap at midnight, but I may quit before then.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be gone on this Saturday. And this will be just, I've dedicated, what, like 14 hours to Shacknews streaming today?
Yep.
That's a lot. But it's been fun. I like what we've been doing with Fridays.
It's been fantastic. And I always look forward to this time of year because it's just like a great time to reflect back on some of the great stuff that came out.
Brantelope again!
Brantelope!
Back-to-back Brantelopes.
Here we go!
Here we go! Brantelope! Okay. Go-Go Dak right next to me.
That's the guy that should be saying it.
Yeah, he should be saying, "Here we go." Agent Josh. Brantolip's in first place, second place.
Wow.
They're up there. I just saw him bounce off the wall pretty good. Oh no. No. You're not gonna do that shit. Woo! That was cool.
Wow, somebody took a mine right in front of you.
Yeah.
That was so close.
I'll take that. We take those here. I'm in this weird no man's land.
Yeah, it looks like the ones that are out in front are really out in front of this one.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oh boy. That's going poorly for your boy. It did. And my rival killed me? Oh, but I beat Brantolip. He died before me. So take that. Of course, Lucky Bumper. It's just funny to hear Greg be like, I'm never Lucky Bumper. Meanwhile, like, look at me. How many Lucky Bumpers have we had, like, tonight? You know, just 3?
Yeah.
Me and Brantolip are both Lucky Bumpers. Okay, Flash. Ah! I killed him!
Nice.
I really ruined someone's night.
That guy would have been 5th place.
Dude, I feel bad. But I don't. Because how dare they? Look at that. I crashed out just one ahead of Brantolip. Oh, man.
Wowie.
That was brutal. See what I mean, though? You've witnessed the downward spiral. It's happening. I'm running out of physical gas at this point, I think, or mental gas. And then, yeah, your hands do get tired or whatever, but I have an 8-bit DOE controller. I think it's called the SM Pro 30. I love this thing.
Yeah.
I really dislike the D-pad on the Switch Pro controller. And I can't play this in handheld when I'm streaming, right? So I don't use the Joy-Con. I also don't really like the D buttons.
Yeah.
But this SN Pro, I've been using it for Tetris Effect, Tetris 99, some platformers, and now this, almost exclusively. It's great. It's light controller. It feels good in the hand. But man, this is frustrating.
Heard good things about the 8-bit dues. I need to probably look into that.
Yeah, I have a lot of Pro controllers too, because I do like the analog for the Pro controller. I like the offset analogs and all that.
I cannot stand the squishy D-pad on the Pro controller.
It's bad.
It makes me angry.
I don't understand how they went from the best D-pad to now, like, the worst. And they don't even have a D-pad on the Switch. Like the...
Yeah.
That's crazy. What are we doing, guys? I know that you lost your patent or whatever. It's no longer just public domain or something. It's not a reason to get rid of a perfect thing. That's where corporations do stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you're talking about how, like, they don't really have an Iwata. I like Furukawa a lot. I think what he's doing is... He's a good president of Nintendo, but...
I agree.
He's just not Satoru Iwata. No one is. That's the one-of-one guy. Dave Thomas, Satoru Iwata, Steve Jobs. Although I think Dave Thomas and Iwata were a little more hands-on for the company. But even Jobs is involved in, like, every single kind of division.
Yeah.
This guy, just look at how much it cuts off here.
Wow. That's an entire curve you just don't even have to mess with.
It's like, hey, we know you don't like this level, so here you go. Not bad. 16. And I beat 0. Oh, I beat 3 of my rivals. I lost to Sir Taint.
I know.
Sir Taint. Just a little too... Oh, wow. Sir Taint came in 5th place. Not bad. I was just 2 away from my best. Look, I was #1 A pilot.
There it is.
I won. I wish. Magic the Gathering pack opening tomorrow at noon Eastern.
Yes. If you are, if you've been watching us today, or if you want something to watch tomorrow, if you missed out on our show today, we have more streaming going on. Greg doing some unpacking or some card unboxings at his local Sword and Board, their comic shop, and then Sam Chandler coming in to hit the new Destiny 2 dungeon, right? Raid?
Yeah, dungeon, yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna continue our charity stream throughout those. If you'd like to donate to help out with AbleGamers, we would very much appreciate it.
And I believe they're gonna be giving away some emblems. During the Destiny 2 stream. So if you're into the emblems, good chance you could get one.
All you have to do is be here and find out how.
Yep. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. Also, if you want to stay up to date with us, you gotta follow us on all the places. There's Shacknews on X, formerly known as Twitter, formerly known as, I don't know, whatever. And then there's Facebook. We're pretty active over there. There's Instagram, we're Shacknews Media on there, because we forgot the password to the Shacknews account. And then we're on YouTube, Shacknews on YouTube, and Shacknews Interviews. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Rivals with Sir Taint again.
Be careful, that guy's good. There it is.
You gotta be shitting me, dude.
Oh. Oh no, that's so much at once! You had one bounce and it just all went wrong so fast! Good lord, this game was so mean. And your lucky bumper. Why not? Right?
Because I'm face palming when it says, oh, by the way, Asif, your lucky bumper. I'm like, fuck you, game. That's the #1 question I want to ask him. Does the lucky bumper, does it use the accelerometer and the controller to determine who to give it to? Because you've seen it. Like Greg said, oh, I never get it. I get it all the goddamn time. Oh my god. Oh my god, that one hurt. That one hurt real bad. That one really made me sad. Because I was doing well, man. I was really racing well there. You know what I mean? Like, real well. That was a good race. And I just... It's unfortunate. Like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. I just... Unfortunate bounce.
One bounce. Boop, 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 dead.
And then it's like, oh, we're gonna bounce you into this red thing now, because you're dead. I'm like, great, thanks, dude. Mithra... Quattro... I will say that Friday night and Saturday night are definitely try-hard central in this game. Oh, great. Sir Taint's in this lobby again.
These are the Sir Tainting hours.
They really are, man. This is interesting. We're playing with butt stuff, too. Do that in moderation. But, you know, whatever you're into. Like I said, though, it's not like... Nothing's, like, mean. I haven't seen, like, a really mean name in this game. Okay, at least I'm not going up against Sir Taint again as a rival. Oh, goody. My favorite.
Mid City 2.
Like, kick me while I'm down, game. Jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, this is what you were talking about with the roundabout that 99 people are going through terribly.
Yes. And I made this joke about this town north of us, because, like, we have... This town, it's like a village. It's not even that big of a town. It has more roundabouts than any town on Earth should have. It feels like someone, you know, like the monorail episode in South Park where they get sold on the monorail. I feel like somebody sold them on roundabouts, and they're just like, we have 50 years of roundabout projects left. That's really unfortunate. Also, you know what can't handle a roundabout to save its fucking life? Tesla full self-driving. Or the autopilot. I don't even have full self-driving because I don't fucking trust robots. Now I do have a Skyway here, TJ, so I will use it. And it did help.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Smooth sailing. What could go wrong?
Alright. Definitely nothing at this donut part, surely. And there it is. Really, game.
Goodness. Oh my god.
That was fitting for that level. I'm just glad I didn't have to do 4 laps there. Okay, we're probably got 2 or 3 more races left. If I don't do it by midnight, I'm calling it, Denny. And it won't be for lack of trying. I tried. I think everyone can see in the chat that I tried. But yeah. That's... I wasn't expecting much out of that. I hate Meat City 2, man. It knows I hate it, and it punished me. At this level... Oh, no,
Death win. With no death.
The only thing I miss from F-Zero... a lot of things, but, like... I wish that they... I know why they didn't do it, because SNES didn't really have good voice sound effects. But, like, you know how it says boost okay there? In F-Zero X it goes, "You got boost power!" I just really wish they put that in there. Or even just, if they did it in, like, an SNES voice module, like, that would be cool. But I just wish they had that in there. I understand why Mr. Zero. He's in the game, though. Mr. Zero is in this game. It's all over, like, the tips and tricks section.
Yeah.
I love that the commentator of the game's name is Mr. Zero. He's great.
He's really excited about boost power.
I am too. I actually, when we launched Boost in there, I'm dead. This is that, you're seeing it. I'm starting to make mistakes with boost management. And then this fucking game! Are you serious?
Lucky bugger.
Like, right, it's trolling, right? It has to be. Like, Like they're being mean.
It's like the Desire engine and that people talk about in other games, where it senses when you really want it and punishes you for that.
It's like, oh.
Only like the opposite of that. This is like a despair engine.
This is a despair engine. That's exactly what it is. Oh man, that is a perfect way to describe that. This is the despair engine that determines Lucky Bumper. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna say those words. It's the last race of the night.
Good luck. Godspeed.
We'll see. What the hell map are they gonna give me? It's gonna be like Sand Ocean and Mute City 2 are the two options.
Mute City 3, Mute City 3, Mute City 3, Mute City 3.
Red Canyon 1. Or Deathwind. We'll see what they pick. Barely. Okay, Red Canyon 1's tough, man. It's not easy.
Flower with the Valkyries.
Man.
That zigzag.
It's tough. Say, I think I've shaken off the Mario Kart, but yeah, this game is doing its number on me now.
What an incredible game.
I love it. It's my favorite game. Maybe ever. I'm gonna just say it. Yeah. It's wild. Like, it's really wild that a game came out this year that made me go, Tears of the Kingdom's not my game of the year. Like, really?
Yeah.
How the hell is that happen? And I know that there's games like that for other people this year, too, that aren't this, but this is my... Like... I look at my top 5 game of the year list right now. Oh! I got a KO? Okay. That's good. KOs are good.
Nice.
This is a horrible time to use it. Okay, that's a good shortcut. I'll take it. What? No! Okay, no. Not going out like that. No.
What? Oh
No.
my, what? You like went
No.
from straight from... You have
And
like
then look at this fucking Lucky Bumper shit! Greg says I never get it. Look at me! My Lucky Bumper. Again.
That's insane. What even happened?
I landed on the, like that bumper stuff, and it just decided to kill me. Sometimes you land on that and it doesn't hit. But that was not fair.
Is it if you land outside the track?
Yes. Yeah. On
But it
those
didn't
jumps,
look like you landed outside the track. It looked
No,
like you were
I
on like the
landed, like-
razor's edge.
I landed like right on that bumper, but I bet my ass was hanging off or something, so it counted it as being off the level.
Wild. That's
We're not-
ridiculous.
We're not going out like that. No. 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 That's not okay. Oh, it's the new day, so I'm getting 3 tickets. But bad news. I have 99 tickets, which is the max. Because I play this game far too much. And I don't play the modes that use tickets in it, right? Like, I just want to win this. Okay. This is really it. Okay? And I know I said this game is the definition of one more game-itis. And I may have been saying one more game for 10 minutes now, but so be it. I can't go out like that. No. And this is that downwards. Okay, people. If you don't vote for Mute City 3, I don't know what to tell you. There we go.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I did it. This, you know what? Mute City 3 is a good one to go out on. I like this track.
Give it your all.
This is it. Not a great start. Yeah, you take it for granted. Every time you jump in this game, you can die. If you land outside the ground.
Yeah.
But so many of the jumps are just set up for you. Red Canyon dangerous. Red Canyon 2's even more dangerous. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Fuck this game. I'm out.
God damn.
Best race of the night. Best race of the night there too, right? Where the hell was I? 14.
Oh. No, you were in 4th.
I was in 4th. 4th.
You got up real freaking close, and then, damn. Hoo boy.
Such is life in the streets of F-Zero. So anyone who's questioning why I haven't won this game, there you have it. I don't know what to say after that, but I'm...
No, you're in 15th, but for like a 1 second, you were down in like the bottom 10 of the pack, down to 5th.
But I was like, yeah, I was in 15th after that lap. But I think you're right. Like during that race, I got to 4th or 5th, and when I got that second Skyway, I was like, oh man, I might have a chance here. And then of course, when I landed, there was like 15 of those red cars there.
Yeah,
it's like, okay,
that's so mean.
As someone who has beat Tears of the Kingdom, this is now my white whale. Just beating this game. I wish I could have done it for the folks over there at AbleGamers. I really appreciate what they do, and maybe I'll have to stop by tomorrow and drop a donation Greg or Sam's way. So yeah, just to remind folks, we're going to be streaming again tomorrow, starting at noon Pacific time. Greg's going to be doing a unboxing of opening or break of MTG Magic the Gathering packs, boosters, and more at a local gaming store in Northern California called The Sword and Board. And then after Greg wraps up, Sam Chandler and his mates from Australia will be streaming Destiny 2, a run at the new dungeon that just dropped today. So exciting times this weekend. We got some more content coming for you. And then, yeah, keep it locked on Shacknews. Follow us here on Twitch. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on social media. Shacknews on Twitter. Shacknews on Facebook. Shacknews Media on Instagram. Shacknews on TikTok if you use that platform. Obviously on YouTube, Shacknews and Shacknews Interviews. And of course, Shacknews.com. We got plenty of stuff coming out. We're working. TJ, Denny, everyone you heard on stream today or saw on stream today, we're hard at work. We're deep in the middle of our award season, so we are recording deliberations. We already announced our nominations, so if you want to check those out, they're on the website. Website's also a great source of information on news, financial news, gaming news, tech news. We also have a lot of great guide content there. So if you're into any of that stuff, give us a follow or just head over to shacknews.com. We even have our own social media platform called Cortex, where you can post your own articles or short form posts like Twitter. TJ's over there. He's posting all sorts of cool video clips.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think those are all the things. Yeah, later this year, we're gonna actually very, very late this year, we're gonna be launching another thing. So keep your eyes on all those different platforms for an announcement. It's a very cool, silly thing that I've been working on, and now the staff has had a chance to see. But yeah, shout out to Denny for running socials and streams today and figuring out the back end stuff with the fundraising. Shout out to TJ and David for kicking this off with the RE4 Separate Ways DLC race. We had the whole staff get together for some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Donovan kind of drove the stream for Marvel Snap, and Bill was there for that. Did Ozzy stop by? I think Ozzy stopped by for a little bit.
Ozzy made a surprise appearance with a chair to come talk about the most OP cards of Marvel Snap.
Nice. And yeah, we played some Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed with Greg and his crew, which is a very fun game. I'd like to play that again. And Denny and TJ showcased some Street Fighter 6. It was definitely going to be mentioned during several of our Game of the Year Shacknews Awards deliberations. And I came in here and I closed it down with F-Zero 99. And I just couldn't close the deal. But one of these days I will. And I record this when I play, so when I do win, I will have it recorded. But yeah, we'll see. And like I said, when I went into this year, I had no expectation of a new F-Zero game. So, despite the frustration that you sense in me for not winning, I'm just happy to be playing this game. I really am. It's just amazing that it exists. And I know that this is a live service game, so I know that it may not be here forever. So I'm really trying to cherish it while it's here. And I feel like I didn't do that enough with Mario 35 or with Pac-Man 99. So I'm making sure this time that we're going to keep playing it. I hope that this is more like Tetris 99 and it stays forever. But you know, we'll have to wait. And I do think that these service games will probably live on the next system too. So I don't think that it's necessarily going to be the end of the road anytime soon. And they just added stuff. They just added classic mode, like, what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
So yeah, great time. F-Zero 99 exists, which means you can do anything. We raised money for AbleGamers. AbleGamers does amazing work. Please consider donating, even if you didn't donate during the stream. Anytime between now and December 4th, this event is going on. And yeah, anytime during the year, AbleGamers is doing amazing stuff. They're working with all the companies out there to improve the software experience for people and the hardware experience. With the adaptive controller over at Xbox and now this Access controller over at PlayStation. So it's been amazing to watch AbleGamers grow to where they are today and change the world of gaming. So we salute you, AbleGamers. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this stream. I have to run to another computer to turn off the stream. But I will be signing off. Thanks for sticking around, everyone who's dropped by in the Discord and over in the chat. And yeah, it would be cool if we could get some more donations. And hopefully tomorrow we'll see that. So with that, thanks TJ. and I'm gonna be signing off.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Cleveland.